guys, welcome back from break. I am definitely doing the best I can with teaching digitally. I'm sure that you guys will also have hiccups maybe with digital learning, and we will definitely have to give each other some grace. This is the third time that I am recording this video because I somehow lose them when I'm done. So, I'm sure there's going to be so much learning on my end as we figure this stuff out, and so much learning on your end as well. So, if you guys end up having any questions, I'm going to do the best I can to answer them, and we will figure out this process together. So, I want to show you for the third time, first time to you though, my kind of setup routine for how we will do digital learning every day in my class. So we need to start with Schoology. That is where we should go. You guys will see on Schoology, if you go to the main page, I know this is block 4, block 5, it'll look the exact same for you guys, that I've put a folder called past work, and I just put everything that we've done so far this year up in that folder. The reason I did that, I didn't want to delete it, but I did kind of want to just get it out of the way so that it's not confusing and distracting to you guys, because what I really want you to pay attention to is this digital learning folder. So when you click on the digital learning folder, there will be a folder for every day that we have class together. So today, March 23rd, let's take a look. You will see a checklist. This checklist is the exact same checklist as we are using as a team, or at least I'm putting in the same information that we're using as a team, so you will see nothing new in there if you are looking at the team checklist. But I did just want to put it in an aesthetically pleasing format and a place where it is right in front of you when you come to reading class. So the first thing I want you to be doing is watching the daily video. If you're watching this, you're already halfway there, so you can kind of pat yourself on the back that you are doing the first thing on the reading checklist for the day. The second thing we're going to do on a regular basis in my class is the same thing we've always done in my class. You guys know if you come in my room, we start class, we sit down, and we start reading, right? We have 10 minutes to start reading. So you guys will need to find a book. We're going to continue our routine of reading 10 minutes every day that you have my class. If you have a physical book copy that you are reading right now, awesome. If you don't have a physical book, you are welcome to take a look at some ebooks and some audiobooks. Yes, you can listen to 10 minutes of audiobook. That's totally fine with me. And Miss Holt went ahead and made us a very easy to check out audiobook, ebook slideshow that I've put in that folder, in the March 23rd folder, but let's just take a look at it now. You can see it's called Accessing eBooks and Audiobooks for Walden. There's two places you can check out ebooks and audiobooks, Park Hills Overdrive or Mid-Continent's Overdrive. So she's outlined a step-by-step way that you can use Park Hills Overdrive. She's also given you a video tutorial of how to use Park Hills Overdrive. And then she's also given you a step-by-step way that you can look at Mid-Continent Overdrive. Why would you want to use Mid-Continent over Park Hill? You might not, but maybe you've taken a look at Park Hills Overdrive and they don't have a copy available of the book that you're wanting to read. That's when I would go to Mid-Continent, who has so graciously let anybody use Mid-Continent Public Libraries from Park Hills, as long as you're using your Park Hill email. You don't have to have a library card already in order to use that. So that's a really great resource. So find a book that you want to read. We will be next class putting together a list of all the books that we are reading right now. So I will want you ready to go on Wednesday with a book title and an author of the book that you have access to. So find a book that you're running to read, get access to it, and be ready to go so that you are able to start your 10 minutes of reading on Wednesday. Okay, next thing on the checklist, work on Unit 4 final project, and then check out the project checklist provided. So you guys will see on Schoology a whole bunch of information about the Unit 4 final project. So this is what we were working on right before break. It might seem a little fuzzy because that was a long time ago, but I have moved some things in here that you will be very familiar with. So submit final projects here, final project example, and the final project directions and scoring. Let's just take a look at that final project example, just to kind of bring it back to memory of what I'm even talking about. I know it's been a while. So you guys will have a slideshow that you were working on before break that has an overarching concept for your project. So we know we can't use love. That was my example. But you have already picked and been assigned your concept. And then it was a text structures unit. So you guys are finding different types of text structures that relate to that big concept. So you're finding a nonfiction example. You're finding a drama example, and lastly, a song or poetry example. So find songs that fit your concept, find a drama that fits your concept, and find a article, maybe a news article or something that relates to your concept. And then lastly, finish it off with that photo collage. I think it was 8 to 12 images. And all of this, like I said, is familiar to you. Oh, what might not be familiar to you, though, is a new thing that I added to this. This is a checklist for the final project. I have outlined slide by slide what you should have in that final project. And this is something that you can use to double check yourself that you're doing everything that you need to be doing. So maybe if you have a printer at home, you could print this off. If you don't want to print this, you could make a copy of this document and then maybe just highlight what you've completed or what you need to complete. Find some sort of system to mark off what is done and what needs to be done. This way you can make sure that you have everything you need to have in here. And if you're able to do that and go through each part of it and say, yes, I've got that, I've got that, then you should feel pretty confident in the success of your project. Albeit you need to have made sure when you check those off that you're doing it in a thorough way, that it's meeting the criteria and the expectations, that you've gone through and checked conventions and made sure that your spelling and punctuation and everything looks good and that you have put time and effort into it. So if you have done so and you've turned it in on time, I think you can feel pretty good about this project and the grade that you will start yourself off with for fourth quarter. So find a book, work on the project, and then the last thing that we are doing for the day is getting started with Flipgrid. So you guys are seeing my face here on this video, but I want to be able to see your face. I know you guys probably want to be able to see each other's faces and interact with each other. So we're going to use a platform called Flipgrid. So if you click on this link, it'll take you to the fourth block's Flipgrid link. Fifth block, you'll have a link for your class, and it will take you to this website. So let's see, this is reading fourth block. This is a website where you will record short videos. And it's kind of social media-esque where you can interact with each other's videos and like and comment and those kinds of things. And you can use emojis and text and whatnot. And the very first topic that we're going to be doing today is called Say Hello on Flipgrid. This is just a little task that I want you to do today to get familiar with this program. So you're going to record a video of yourself, say hello, share a fun thing that you got to do over break, or maybe a thing that you didn't get to do over break. Tell me what you accomplished on your final project today, and then what is left to be done to get it done. So this should be the last thing you do in my class today is record this video. This should be after you have had time to work on the project. Tell me what you got done. Tell me what you need to get done. So if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see I recorded a little video for you to see. It just explains what I just explained to you. So if you need that repetition, and then if you click on, I think, a blue plus sign, you should be able to record a video yourself. It'll be no longer than a minute. It will cut you off at a minute. So don't make this a big thing where you have to talk and talk. It's a really short, quick little thing, basically for you to just get to know the program and for me to see how your final project's going and for me to see your face because I miss you. So those things are what I want you to do in class today. You'll come to Schoology daily, you'll check the checklist, you'll watch a video, you'll do your 10 minutes of reading, and you'll probably have a little bit of lesson for that day as far as the actual content. Our next unit is argument. So get excited. Mrs. Todd and I have been collaborating, and we've got a lot of fun things up our sleeve for what we're going to do for argument this unit. All right, guys. If you have any questions or concerns, please shoot me an email. I'll be checking my email so frequently during this time, as I know that we have a lot of learning to do and maybe some hiccups to overcome as we get used to this. So don't fret, don't freak out. We'll get through it together. Much love to you all.